I cannot answer these questions right now. I am trying not to have a anxiety attack by looking at the person on the screen.
I'm just trying to understand how it's going to be made now that the payments are now going to increase, since it's been like that since 2022.
I'm paying what I can and I'm making the payments and you're getting your money. I'm not worried about the increase.
Today, July 21st, 2026, it's 10:47 in the morning. I am Judge Phyllis Martinez Gonzalez. I am the presiding Title 40 judge for Court 44 here in El Paso County. The pleading that is before this court is a motion to confirm support arrearage. May I have announcements, please?
Benito, representing the Office of the Attorney General and the state of Texas.
Let the record reflect that Mr. Christopher Duran is present. He is representing himself in this legal action. We also have Ms. Julie Padilla. She is also present and representing herself as well. Ms. Padilla, are you ready to proceed today, ma'am?
Yes.
Mr. Duran, are you ready to proceed today, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Both of you, please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the testimony you provide this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
I do.
Thank you. You can lower your hands. Mr. Niederhauer?
Your Honor, the Office of the Attorney General would like to offer the latest FINA report into evidence as Exhibit M1, if I may share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, the latest FINA report, which is self-authenticating as per the Texas Family Code, shows a current arrearage balance of $7,866.30. We would like to confirm that arrearage today and set an appropriate payment plan to cover the principal balance of the child support and pay down the arrearage at a reasonable rate.
Okay. Are you gonna call any witnesses?
Your Honor, the Office of the Attorney General would like to call Julie Padilla to the stand.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Ms. Padilla, have you seen or received a copy of this FINA report?
Yes.
Do you agree with this amount?
Yes.
Do you understand that the interest on this is calculated at 6% a year? It will be calculated on the full amount if this is reduced to an arrearage balance. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that will be $39.33 a month?
Yes.
Are you able to pay $425 a month, which is the principal $285 plus the interest plus an extra $100 to pay down the arrearage each month?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor. Pass the witness.
Mr. Duran, do you have any questions of this witness?
Yes, just wondering if you're able to pay all that. I just didn't know if that was too much, since prior to that, what was on the screen, there was a couple missed payments the last couple years. So that was my only question. Like, how is it going to be able to be increased when the previous years there's been missed payments or just partial payments?
So this question is for Ms. Padilla.
I explained to the attorney that I just had my daughter 6 months ago. Last year, I communicated with Lily Mata in domestic relations that the months that I had missed or I did partial, I had any pregnancy-related emergency or health emergency. But this payment can be made, and there have been payments made. I'm caught up, and domestic relations is caught up with everything.
Mr. Duran, do you have any other questions?
I mean, yes, that was just like 6 months. I'm talking about since 2023, like 2022.
I cannot answer these questions right now. I am trying not to have a anxiety attack by looking at the person on the screen. So I ask that I need a minute to calm myself down. Payments can be made, and I can do the 425 that the attorney is asking for. I would rather just get this going.
Mr. Duran, any other questions?
There wasn't an answer to my question, so I mean, it kind of still stands.
The payments will be made and it will be caught up, and I think that answers the question.
Mr. Duran, do you want to repeat your question or rephrase your question?
Yes, the question was, since 2022, when I was first filed that almost 3 years of missed payments were put in, and it was increased to 385. Since then, there has been multiple missed payments or partial payments prior, besides these caught up payments of this last 6 months shown on the screen. I'm just trying to see how that's able to actually be paid in full now with an increase, since prior to this, prior to just this year, there has been multiple missed payments and multiple partial payments. I'm just trying to understand how it's going to be made now that the payments are now going to increase, since it's been like that since 2022.
I pay what I can and I've been paying the payments. I'm not worried about the increase because if I'm able to make 385, I can do the 425, but I also have other kids. I have my daughter that I still have to pay for. And I agreed to the 425 and payments will be made.
Like,
Anything
Your Honor,
else?
Your Honor, the question is, I guess more, I don't know who to ask, but like,
Well,
since
hold
the
on a second,
increase-
hold on a second. Ms. Padilla is a witness and you are allowed to ask her questions because you're representing yourself. So do you have
Okay.
any other questions for Ms. Padilla?
Okay, yes. Since the increase has been made to 385, isn't this within the same $200, $300 that has been owed since the missed payments from 2020, whatever the date of the divorce was, till 2022? It's the same amount. So I'm just confused how it's going to be. You have been making payments with 385 when it's the same amount. I'm just trying to figure that out. Like,
I'm paying what I can and I'm making the payments and you're getting your money. I'm paying the full amount. The ones that I missed, I talked to domestic relations and that's it. That's who I report to and that's who I've been talking to and communicating with when I have to miss or make a partial payment. But some of the months you're getting the full amount, whether it's partial, beginning of the month and the end of the month, you're still getting the 385. If I have to split it, then I split it to make it easier for myself.
is there any way I can get like a proof of income then? Because
It's not my
there's a lot of partial payment. I guess really that was I don't know how more to make this easier for me, because the 4 months are not always being paid, and I'm only getting sometimes like $200 a month. So
Those were
I mean-
last year when I communicated to Lily and domestic relations, and so far this year you've been getting the full amounts.
is there okay, cool. I guess that's my only questions for them, because I can't get a proof of income, and I'm only getting partial payments and missed payments the last couple of years. And this year, I guess that's all I got.
Mr. Nidar?
The Office of the Attorney General would like to call Mr. Christopher Doran to the stand.
Go ahead.
Mr. Doran, can you see the payment record on the screen, the BINA report that was previously admitted into evidence?
I see the year 2026 on the screen, yes.
So in the year 2026, is there anything here that you disagree with, that January was paid in full? Right here on line 3 from the top, it shows February was paid in full. Right here in March, where my cursor is, it shows that March was paid in full. Could you read this amount here for April, please? What is this? What do I
It
have?
looks like 385.
Okay, and what is the date here?
April 28th, 26.
All right. What do you see what do you see here? Please read these numbers on the screen.
385.
And what's the date?
May 27, 2026.
What do you see here?
June 2026, 385.
Do you have any reason to believe that this information is not accurate, showing that all payments have been made in full during the year 2026?
The year is not over. Can we go through all the 12 months, the most recent 12?
If you would like. Is there anything here during the year 2025 you would like to testify or point out to?
There is the month of December. It's only 183. I don't even think that's all December. It looks like only 150 was made for month of December. In November, it looks like only same amount, 150. October. I can't really see on my screen in October. It doesn't look like anything in October. September. Nothing as well. August. We finally picked it back up in August, or I guess in August. So from August to almost December is when or November, a payment was finally made, only partial is what I'm seeing. And then we're going up to July or to June, at least for the last 12 months. And in June, nothing. Or July was the only full payment until January. So from July to June, there was barely any payments.
Would you agree or disagree with the statement that while there have been missed payments in the past, 2026 payments have been made in full?
Say that question again.
Would you agree or disagree with the statement that while there have been missed payments in the past, in 2026, all payments have been made in full in the current year?
In the current year of 6 months, yes, but as you can see, after June is where the payments stop. Just like in the previous 12 months, it's where it stopped.
No further questions, Your Honor. Pass the witness.
Ms. Padilla, do you have any questions of this witness?
No, I don't.
Mr. Nidar?
Your Honor, we believe that the record shows that Ms. Padilla is currently paying in full. Therefore, as of 2026, she has been making payments in full. Therefore, we only brought a motion to confirm arrears rather than an enforcement. So we simply ask the court to reduce the amount of $7,866.30 to a money judgment, and that we change the payment amount to $425. Your Honor, the way this is calculated is we take the $285, the original payment amount, ordered payment amount, we add the interest, 39.33, assuming this is reduced to a money judgment. From that, you get 324, Your Honor. So we add 100 to that to pay down the arrears. We get 424.33. We just round that up to 425, and that's what we're asking for today, Your Honor.
Okay, so let me just try to make sense of it. You're asking $425 for the payment on the arrears in addition to the current child support obligation of $285. Or are you saying it's altogether a total of $425?
Your Honor, I apologize. I phrased that badly. Altogether, Your Honor, I was just showing where the 425 was coming from.
Okay, so what's the payment for the arrears that you're asking the court to consider?
Your Honor, that is $140 on the arrears, and that is the interest plus an additional 100.
So, Ms. Padilla, do you agree or disagree with the recommendation provided by the Attorney General's office?
I agree.
Okay, Mr. Duran, do you agree or disagree with the recommended amounts that are being considered?
Just right now, I disagree with that right now.
Okay. It sounds to me that you were more interested in pursuing an enforcement action as opposed to just reducing this to a judgment and paying it off.
I mean, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, like pay?
Okay, let me just change that. So the only thing before me is to take a judgment and to make payments on the judgment. There's nothing else that the court can consider. So you agree that the judgment is true and correct?
I mean, that's all I can really do, I guess.
Well, are you
Right.
saying the judgment is not correct?
Yeah, it's correct. I agree to that.
So then the judgment's correct. This is money that Ms. Padilla owes, right, to you. So
Right.
then now the only other option I have with what's before me is to make payment arrangements. So she's agreeing to 140. What is it that you're asking the court for?
So monthly, it would only be 140?
That's what she's asking the court to consider, and that's what the state is asking the court to consider. But you represent yourself. What are you asking the court to consider?
I'm not sure right now. I mean, the 425 I thought was the whole thing, not 140 a month.
No. So we have current support. You have your
Right.
boys with you, and the current support is 285, right?
Correct. Or it's supposed to be 385.
Okay, but just the current support is 285. Then you have monies that she owes for back support, and it looks like the previous order, it was about $100 per month. So that made it 385.
Correct.
Okay, so there's two different obligations if you want to look at it that way. So you have your current child support obligation that Ms. Padilla owes you in the amount of $285 a month. That's what I'm looking at.
Yes.
Okay, so now instead of the $100, which was the 385, we're looking at a judgment of $7,866.30 as of today. And then they're saying, okay, on top of the 285, it's going to be another $140.
And yeah, that's I guess I'll have to agree to that.
No, you don't have to. I mean, I haven't made my ruling, but I'm just trying to see if I'm understanding everything correctly. Mr. Nidar, is that the current support 285 or is it 385?
It is 285, Your Honor. There was an additional enforcement judgment that added 100 for the arrears. That is why 385 is reflected in the FINA report, Your Honor.
Okay, so anything else, Mr. Drawn?
No, that's all I can do for now.
Well, for right now, that's all that's kind of before me. I think it seems from some of the testimony that you were kind of thinking it was going to be an enforcement action, which is different than what I have before me. But Mr. Niedhauer can talk to you about possible enforcement actions if Ms. Padilla does not pay her obligations in full.
Yeah, I guess I just wanted more clarification on how that works. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's just there's two different types of actions that can be brought before the court when it comes to enforcement. One is enforcement with contempt, where you're asking for jail time. And then this is an enforcement, but it's just a money judgment enforcement. It's just collecting what the monies are owed and then making payment arrangements. That's what we're here for today. There's nothing else I can do because that's all that's before the court. But Mr. Niedhauer can talk to you about different types of enforcement proceedings if that circumstances presents itself again. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Based on the testimony and evidence before this court, I will grant a judgment in the amount of $7,866.30. And Mr. Niedhauer, you wanted that as of today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that will be as of July 21st, 2026. I will order that Ms. Padilla pay off that judgment at a rate of $140 per month. There is an existing child support obligation of $285. Mr. Niedhauer, is there an enforcement action that was pending, with suspended commitment or anything?
No, Your Honor, there was not.
It was just a judgment with a payment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And so court costs will be as billed. All obligations will begin August 1st, 2026. Non-disclosure is denied. Unless there's anything else, that will conclude the hearing. Entry will be this Friday by noon. And Mr. Niedhauer, if someone can talk to Mr. Duran about the services regarding enforcement actions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. That will conclude the hearing, everyone.